What is it like for an active gang member in Atlanta entering jail?
You know what's crazy, man? A lot of niggas still don't know certain politics down here. You know, like the 60s don't really know who they beef with. You know, the Bloods don't really know who they beef with in the land, things like that. You know, or they might not even give a fuck. You know, but down here, it's really it's it's a lot of Bloods in the county. That's for sure. Like the blood, in DeKalb County, the Bloods run that facility.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The top floor at least, because I was at the 7th floor. It's only 8 floors, and the 8th floor is where you get your sentence. You know, the 7th floor about high as you can go. So at least on the 7th floor, you know, it's nothing but Bloods. So for the most part, everybody get along. It's just the Bloods down here, they so wild, they fight each other. You know, like they only fight each other for real. Like it's more Crips that's cool with Bloods down here for sure than it is Bloods cool with Bloods. Like they really all that slime shit. Like they really be out here sliming each other and just doing little lame shit. I mean, but shout out to the real Bloods. You know what I mean? Shout out to the real Big B. You know, but for the most part, y'all know how it is in the streets out here for real, especially in the county. Straight up, I watched a young nigga claiming blood. I don't know what city he was claiming, but whatever the fuck city he was claiming, he got beat up on every floor. And when he came to our floor, they did him the worst. And they had to ship him out again. You know what I mean? So it's really, I ain't really see no Crip on blood or no Crip on Crip type situations. It was really, you know, it's so many Bloods down here. You know, they fight each other. Goddamn.
What's the Latino gang presence like in ATL?
Man, listen, it ain't too big. But if you go to like say like Alpharetta, you know, a little past North Atlanta, Alpharetta, Roswell type, then you know you gonna run into some Sir 13s or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But they not predominant. You know, it's just out here. It's a on the north side. It's a lot of Mexican projects. I ain't gonna say Mexican hoods, you know, cause it's not necessarily they hood, but you know, it's a lot of Mexicans that stay in one place. Okay. You know, so they hold that shit down. You know what I mean? And they little gangs be in there, but they not big for real though. Not out here.
Okay. Well, shit, let me ask you about a little hip hop question. I try to keep my ear to the street. I love hip hop. There's a couple of, you know, there's this thing out there now. I'm sure you're familiar, but I'm going to explain to my audience who may not be familiar. But there's a thing out there where rappers, they really disrespect the dead opposition as hard as they can. I mean, talk about them smoking on such and such pack and you know, doing videos. You got Fulio, Young and Ace doing videos at graveyards and just the most disrespectful, you know, ways they could think of. Talk to me about that aspect of hip hop.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, it's entertaining. That's not really my thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we active for real. I'm not saying that them niggas is not active, you know, but for the most part, like, man, I'm used to running into my opposition, you know? I'm used to squabbling with my opposition. I'm used to everything else, you know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I'm just not a believer in bringing more attention to myself. You know what I mean? I mean, it's dope and it's all fun and games and it's sending niggas through the roof. You know what I mean? I can't knock it. But for the most part, it's like, damn, you know, could that be considered selling your soul also? Because it's only a matter of time, man. When you put certain energy out there, it's only a matter of time before you get caught up.
Man, that's real.
That's just real shit. That's, you know, like real. a lot of people look at selling your soul as, you know, signing a contract or some shit like that. But nah, man, you got morals and you got values, you know, and if you go against it, you know, that shit matter. That shit count too. You know what I mean? If you put a whole bunch of negative energy out there, you know, you got motherfuckers, it's different. because you got motherfuckers in the whole world singing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what type of energy you putting on this spell you put out.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just different ways of selling your soul. I feel like if you straight up, you just gave your life to that, man. You didn't sacrifice yourself.